So this is another attack which is called as replay attack, and it's kind of simple. Maybe through a man in the middle attack or man in the browser attack, somewhere the attacker is able to sniff maybe some kind of credential from some particular transaction, and then the attacker is trying to play the same credentials maybe on the same system after some time, or maybe on another system at the same time, right? So that is why the attacker can gain access, because for example there's some kind of transaction happen between party A and party B, wherein A is a user and B is a website, and then the same password attacker is using on multiple websites as well, okay, within your enterprise. Maybe SSO is not implemented, kind of thing. Then the attacker can actually try these passwords onto different internal websites as well at the same time, or try it on the same website after some time, try to replay it, right? That is what the name is, a replay attack. How can this be prevented? Question is that, right? So the same problem happens in case of Kerberos as well. There also it is some kind of attack can happen in terms of replay. So in that way, what we actually make use of time stamping. A time stamping is a very effective control against these kind of attacks. So every authentication packet should be having a timestamp, and based on that timestamp, system should be able to identify the timestamp, and if it cross a particular limit, then the system should be able to drop that particular connection, right? So that is how we can defeat replay attack. In some cases, we also use some kind of sequence, we also use some kind of random sequence, some kind of counters. All those kind of mechanisms are used to actually defeat the replay attacks.